Welcome to the Detroit experience.
Yes, welcome back again. Let's see.
Accessing the story chart.
Where to this time? Did that. Okay. What have we yet to unlock here? Check the stone, check the graves. Let's see. So we're about to have our first meeting between Evil Connor and Amanda. Let's see. Whew. Three things that I have consistently missed here. I certainly hope C. Todd isn't one of these items, because he's fucking dead. And that you only unlock if Kara dies in Stormy Night. Because then there's no crime for them to get a lead on. Explore the station. Talk with Gavin. I've scanned the androids before. Read the magazine. Why they're in two separate things. Oh, could that one between them be like a different... Yeah, famous painter dies, so it's going to be a different magazine this time with Ivanov says niet. Hank into his office, leaned about Hank. I'm at Hank's desk. I wonder, would Evil Connor bother scanning his desk and give a shit about him? Well, he's a consummate investigator, so... I'm kind of torn between his need to gather information and investigate shit, and his not giving a shit about Hank. Oh! Oh, this is after the interrogation, so that would be talking to the android, and then he kills himself. And I already fucked that. Because he's dead already. Okay, so I know what those are. I can get, yeah, we'll have to... So aside from the magazine, since Carl didn't die this time, I'm not going to be able to get the other stuff. So... that guy has to survive the interrogation for that to be available. Carl needs to be alive for that magazine to be available, and Kara has to die for this, so... we got that figured out. On the run. So they're going to be in the motel this time. In the squat. So yeah, it's going to be this one in the middle. Doing a bunch of stuff we've never done before. So yeah, we're going into that completely blind. And... in the streets. So yeah, they're either going to get away scot-free or they're going to be chased in the highway. For the sake of Evil Connor, I think they should get caught. And I think that's more dependent on... it's more dependent on Connor. Squad android, well, yeah. It's all going to be blind, so the question is, do I want her to get away scot-free or go to the highway, and what do I want to happen on the highway? Okay, Evil Connor hasn't gotten himself killed this time. I don't think Evil Connor is going to obey. So, yeah, the first time, Connor didn't go out into the highway. The second time, Kara got away. So I think Connor should chase Kara across the fucking highway. Hopefully we won't get anyone killed, though. And then Jericho... Nothing new there. Huh. So I would have read Fortune Teller last time. I hope. And there's nothing new to find there. Well, alright then. Let's go. You got anything to say? You've been pretty quiet. Now, Evil Connor's first meeting with Alice. No, Amanda. God damn. You had one job, you fuck up. Check the stone because it's not like I got much else to do around here. So let's just walk around this whole place. Really take it in. Quite the look of shock on his face. And in case you're wondering what it is that I'm munching on, it's cookies. Dad's cookies. No, seriously, that's the actual name of the cookies. I'm pressing up. Why did you turn to the right? I'm wondering if that chessboard only appears in the winter segments. God damn, it's so pretty! I wonder if this is completely artificial or if it's based on any actual location. There's where the gravestones would be if Evil Connor was a fuck-up. Either of these is the angle I want. Jeez. Pretty bad when the camera can't even keep your ass in frame. But I reiterate, still better than FromSoft's camera.
Hello, Amanda.
Connor, it's good to see you. Finding that deviant was far from easy. You showed great skill in your investigation.
Yes, I did.
But you knew deviants could be unstable. You should have been more cautious.
I thought I could make it talk. It was a judgment error.
Never mind. I'm sure you'll be more careful in the future.
That's not what the subtitle said.
The interrogation seemed challenging. What did you think of the deviant?
I didn't give a shit, that's why I probed his memory.
It showed all the signs of deviancy. Cognitive instability, unpredictable behavior, and the emulation of human emotions. It was even afraid to die. The model was clearly defective.
And yet it still killed itself.
Lieutenant Anderson has been officially assigned to the deviancy case. What do you make of him?
Here's one I've been waiting for. Oh, not this one.
I would define him as dysfunctional. He obviously has a personal situation impacting his professional behavior and seems to have no interest in the investigation.
Unfortunately, we have no choice but to work with him. What do you think is the best approach?
I think this is going to be your favorite answer.
I will focus on the investigation and try to ignore him.
I
As
knew
long as he
it.
doesn't interfere and we avoid conflict, he shouldn't be a problem.
Pretty sure that's the one answer you can give her with that question that she actually likes.
More and more androids show signs of deviancy. There are millions in circulation. If they become unstable, the consequences will be disastrous. You're the most advanced prototype CyberLife has ever created. If anyone can figure out what's happening, it's you.
You can count on me, Amanda.
I'm actually kind of surprised that she was upset by the fact that
Hurry, Connor. There's little time.
that Deviant killed itself. Of course, if I had intervened, I would have got shot, so... So yeah, watching the android kill himself, reading the magazine, fucking out of my way.
Can I help you?
I'm here to see Lieutenant Anderson.
And
you
having
have
Kara
authorization?
dead. It's the only things
Yes.
I have left to do here.
Lieutenant Anderson hasn't arrived yet, but you can wait at his desk.
I think it would have been better if they just had their eyes closed for a few seconds instead of blinking or flicking their eyes like they're having a goddamn seizure.
Hey.
Several royal shots were exchanged, apparently with no damage or casualties to either side.
I'm looking for Lieutenant Anderson's desk.
Riggs has spoken
It's that desk right there.
intolerable provocation that cannot go unanswered. The countries in the region, particularly Sweden and Canada, have called for military
I'll chase you.
forces to withdraw, and an international conflict. So far,
What have we here? 3 laws of robotic parenting. Oh shit. Family life has never been easier. UN warns of World War III. When CyberLife initially released their child range, the public were skeptical of purchasing a family. Now, the collection is one of CyberLife's best sellers, but is this really a surprise? Customizable, removable LED, no hunger, no expensive child care, no new clothes, and not to mention no smelly diapers. The perfect child is only a click away. Jesus Christ, this makes me sick to my fucking stomach. All its needs can be suspended at the touch of a button. Oh, fuck you, you lazy sack of shit. Why do you even want to be a parent if you're that fucking lazy? It's child's play. Oh, fuck that. Fuck that line right there. It's child's play. It's the stress-free solution for career-oriented parents, those struggling to have their own children or miss having a youngster at home. With unemployment at 37.3%, $7,500 for a child that avoids the dreaded teenage years and shelling out for college seems like a wise... Fuck you! On behalf of children everywhere, fuck you! Compared to $350,000 over 17 years. Plus, it doesn't have to be a lifelong commitment. Oh, you are the fucking worst. But socialist Mary Wallace argues that these androids are leading fewer parents to have children at a time when our birth rate's already far too low, contributing to what she terms the baby doom. Jason Graff, director of humanization at CyberLife, dismisses these claims as the usual resistance to new ideas, calling these new androids a triumph of humanization design. Oh my god. 3 laws of... excuse me. Fuck. And nowhere in this article do they mention 3 laws. This entire concept just fucking sickens me as a parent. You want to be a parent, but you don't want to be a parent. Fuck off. If you're career-oriented, then you shouldn't be having children.
Excuse me. Do you know what time Lieutenant Anderson usually arrives?
Depends on where he was the night before. If we're lucky, we'll see him before noon.
Thanks.
Like, if something's important, you make time for it. And if you can't make time to actually raise children, then you shouldn't be fucking having them. You certainly shouldn't buy a goddamn robot. I mean, it's like being a dog owner and leaving it outside in a doghouse all the fucking time. You gotta let it be inside so it can be part of the family. Not just sit outside in the fucking cold, freezing its ass off all the time. And like when it's fucking Like here in Canada, we have some days where it's like 30 below 0 Celsius. And that's... If you're the kind of person who leaves your dog out in that fucking weather, I don't care if it's a dog and it's got a coat of fur, or even if it's a... Well, maybe a husky. Maybe a husky. They're bred to be friggin' snow dogs. But, you know, if you're just gonna get a dog just to leave it outside in a doghouse all the time, then don't even get a fucking dog.
This is Hank. Not here at the moment. You can leave a message if that's what turns you on, but don't expect me to call back. Beep. Whatever.
Fuck leaving you a message. But yeah, the dog should get to come inside and be part of the family. And if you want to buy some robotic fucking child to fill some hole in your life when the majority of your life is devoted to, like, your career or whatever the hell, then you really shouldn't be having them. You shouldn't even have a fake kid, because, you know, this robot child is specifically designed to... You know, devote themselves to you. And that's supposed to be a two-way street. I mean, it's not even parenting if, you know, the kid isn't dependent on you for anything. It's just a miniature roommate. And you cannot tell me that the relationship between an owner and a child android would be anything like actual parenting. That's as far removed from any real parenting as you could possibly fucking get. There, I've satisfied my investigative itch.
It's
Hi.
good to see you again, Lieutenant.
No, it's not.
Jesus.
Hank! In my office.
Look at that slow-ass saunter. Oh, we gotta get in before the fucking door closes on me. I think he walks in there, and if you don't follow him, the door closes automatically by itself. But when Connor goes in there, he closes the door. So is it manual or automatic?
And that kind of crap. But now, we're getting reports of a...
Oh my god, he's got the same ugly coffee pot!
Last night. This isn't just CyberLife's problem anymore. It's now a criminal investigation, and we've got to deal with it before the shit hits the fan. I want you to investigate these cases and see if there's any link.
Why me? Why do I gotta be the one to deal with this shit? I am the least qualified cop in the country to handle this case. I know jack shit about androids, Jeffrey. I can barely change the settings on my own phone.
Because it makes an interesting
It
makes it for an interesting good cop, bad cop dynamic.
Bullshit!
Like every
The truth
buddy
is,
cop
nobody wants to
cliche
investigate
movie.
these fucking androids, and you let me hold in the bag.
Cliched buddy
CyberLife
cop
sent over this
movie.
android to help with the investigation. It's a state-of-the-art prototype.
At least his is black and not
No
yellow.
fucking way! I don't need a partner, and certainly not this plastic prick.
Hank,
Every
you are
cop needs a
seriously
partner,
starting to
don't
piss
they?
me off. You are a police lieutenant. You are supposed to do what I say and shut your goddamn mouth.
You know what my goddamn mouth has to say to you?
Okay.
I thought he's putting his hands on his hips like a
I didn't
grumpy
hear that.
child, like,
So I don't have to add any more pages to your disciplinary folder, because it already looks like a fucking
I don't want to eat
novel.
my broccoli.
This conversation is over.
Jeffrey, Jesus Christ, why are you doing this to me? You know how much I hate these fucking things? Why are you doing this to me?
Listen.
That'd be
I've
great
just
to, like,
about
take the
enough of your
video
bitch.
from this whole
I didn't do
scene
your job,
and
or
put
you
in
handle
audio
your
clips
bag.
from different
Now, if
cop
you'll excuse
movies,
me,
or even
I've
like an
got work
argument
to do.
between a parent and a child, like, I don't want to eat my vegetables! Anderson...
I wonder whether Lieutenant Anderson is really the best person for this investigation. Hey, I don't need a machine to tell me how to handle my men, okay? So get the fuck out of my office. Have a nice day, Captain.
Yeah, we didn't get a whole lot of interaction with Reed last time. Hank, I think we got off on the wrong foot. Let's start over, shall we? How about you come with me to lunchroom and watch me smack Reed around for a few minutes? Understanding pragmatic.
Listen, I know you don't like me, but we're going to have to work together. We'll both have to make an effort.
Can I just, like, leave? No, I can't. I have to pick one of these shit options. What's the third option?
Yeah, we're partners. It would be nice to get to know each other.
In any case, I'd like you to know I'm very happy to be working with you.
Lying
I'm sure we'll make a
through
great team.
your ass! Just like you did with Daniel.
Is there a desk anywhere I could use?
No one's using that one.
Okay, well, first I'm gonna go fuck with Reed. Fowler is unavailable now. Hey, shit pipe.
Fuck, look at that. Our friend, the plastic detective, is back in town. Congratulations on last night. Very impressive. Could have got somebody out of the android if you hadn't fucked it up.
I got everything I needed out of that android. I probed his memory.
Hello, Detective Reed.
Ever seen an android like you
Have I
before?
ever gotten him coffee yet?
Modeler.
RK-800. I'm a prototype.
A prototype? Android detective. So machines are
Look
gonna
at that smile.
replace us all. Is that it?
Well, with the declining birth rates, probably.
Bring me a coffee, dipshit. Get a move on!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been punched in the stomach twice already. Let's try something different.
Do yourself a favor. Stay out of my way.
You started this conversation, dick. Oh my god. How undignified can you
Several
get?
sources report that CyberLife has provided Detroit police with a prototype
What?
detective android. Although police assistant androids have existed...
A news
for
report
several
about
years now,
Connor
this
makes
would be the
public
first
opinion
case of
skeptical.
An android being authorized to play an active role in criminal investigations.
Okay, there's nothing else here.
Comment, but no one was available to answer our
No
questions.
one's ever available, are they? And Mr. Hey, fuck you. Room 1, room 2, OBS room. What the? Oh. I can't look in the mirror now? God, I can still hear that news report. Anything in here? Oh my god, now I'm getting the subtitles? Huh. Okay. Interesting that I can even go in here, considering how pointless it is. And Mr. Fuck You, and the wino. Is wino the right word? Or is just drunkard more accurate? Can't go in there yet. Alright, no need to fuck around here. Well, that was a fun little waste of time. Should I just go through everything, or... Let's see. I'm not sure what... I mean, I know I have to pick at least one of these things to get to scanning the files. I'm not sure if I want any of these, because I know which two, dogs and music, make his approval go up, which I don't give a shit about. Basketball and anti-android is going to make it go down. Actually, I don't think I've ever... I should just do them all.
You have a dog, right?
How do you know that?
The dog hair's on your chair. I like dogs.
We'll cancel each other out, and I'll
What's
get
your
all the
dog's
dialogue.
What's it to you? Sumo. I call him Sumo.
Went from hostile to tense. Awesome. Now we're going to bounce back and forth, up and down that line.
You're a Detroit Gears fan, right? Denton Carter scored 53% of his shots from the three-point line yesterday. Did you see the game?
That's what I was watching at the bar last night.
Oh.
Yeah, we're right on that line between tense and hostile. We're just bouncing back and forth between that shit.
Do you listen to Knights of the Black Death? I really like that music. It's full of energy.
You listen to heavy metal?
Well, I don't really listen to music as such, but I'd like to. A lot of people don't appreciate having androids around. I was wondering, is there any reason in particular you despise me?
Because you spilled his drink at the bar, made him miss the basketball game, and you remind him of his dead son. I think that about covers it. And right back down again.
Have you known Captain Fowler for long?
Yeah. Too long.
I imagine they had to have been on good terms
I was wondering,
years ago.
do you always arrive at the office at this time?
I arrive when I arrive. Stop busting my balls, okay?
We really need the forensics.
I'm thinking here, wasn't he the voice of Lex Luthor in the, like, Superman and Justice League animated series? Back in, like, the late 90s, early 2000s? The one that got, Batman Beyond canceled?
If you have any files on Deviants, I'd like to take a look at them.
Terminal's on your desk. Knock yourself out.
Speaking of androids, I remember that spin-off series of, Batman Beyond Zeta, or whatever the hell I think it was called. A robot that used holograms to disguise itself as any human being it wanted to, hooks up with this teenage girl, and basically uses the same exact human identity, face, and voice all the time, when he could literally make himself look like anyone.
243 files. First dates back 9 months. It all started in Detroit and quickly spread across the country. An AX-400 is reported to have murdered a man last night. That could be a good starting point for our investigation.
Now to really get in his fucking face. Professional, aggressive, direct.
If the situation doesn't suit you, Lieutenant, you should ask to be relieved of duties and let me work with someone else.
I know exactly what I have to do. So keep your advice to yourself and mind your own business. Fuck.
Oh, threaten.
I'm going to file a report with my superiors that you refuse to work on this investigation.
Listen, asshole. If it was up to me, I'd throw the lot of you in a dumpster and set a match to it.
Damn it, I was
Stop
kind of
pissing
hoping
me
something
off.
different would happen this
Things are
time.
gonna get nasty.
Lieutenant? I'm sorry to disturb you. I have some information on the AX-400 that killed the guy last night. It's been sighted in the Ravendale district.
I'm on it.
Like, the length of that pause before he grabbed Connor made me think he was just going to up and slug him in the face. That would have been cool if, for once, something different could have happened there. Because it's like, no matter what you choose, it always gets the exact same result. So that was it. We got the third magazine. Because Carl didn't die. Robotic parenting. The fucking concept alone sickens me. And as for getting a replacement child after losing a child, you cannot do that to yourself. I mean, if you have a pet and the pet dies, you don't just drive down to the friggin' pet store and pick up a brand new cat or dog or parrot or whatever to immediately replace them. That's not how those kinds of emotional bonds work. You know, you need to give yourself time to deal with the loss and grieve that loss.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you.
So it wasn't a nightmare.
Oh, it was a nightmare. And it's over now.
No, it wasn't a nightmare.
At least that part of it. Well, if she was tired, she'd still be asleep.
You must be starving. You should take a bath, and then we'll go out and find you something to eat.
She recommended bath anyway.
Okay.
Yay! We're already up to family! It's like, what's the point of giving me the option of saying bath or food if I'm going to say bath anyway? What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Camera, get the fuck back there. What the hell is this? What the hell is this cartoon? Ooh. And the audio is desynced as hell. Dude, what are these cartoons? They've got to be in the credits. I got to look this shit up and find out what these things are. There's the one kid with the dragon at the well. And this woman with the girl on a spaceship in the desert. Yeah, make sure that water isn't 10 degrees below freezing. You don't want to damage those biocomponents. God, that was such a goddamn tease, but the way they made it look like Alice had died in the river, which made no goddamn sense. But I understand why it was that way. It's because they needed like a default starting scene, and then they could follow it up with a different scene depending on the circumstances of whether Alice was dead or alive. Okay, so we went with black. We went with blonde. It's kind of stupid to not change color. So I guess we'll go with white this time, for the sake of going through all the options. And then next time we'll leave it the same color. And I'm still disappointed that there's no red-haired option. You could have turned Kara into a sexy redhead, but no. No redheads allowed. And good God, that that Android parenting magazine is such a huge giveaway. Especially right before a chapter with Alice and Kara, for Christ's sake. Like, how could you not immediately realize that Alice is an android after seeing that? Especially the bit about the removable LED. Oh, now I get to read the magazine.
Like that. You really look like a human now.
Cyber wildlife. Cyber wildlife.
Your bath's ready.
It's the exact same magazine that was by the car and in Ralph's house. Just leave the fucking gun on the table. I wonder, does she even get in the bath at all? I'm not that curious to find out. Damn, that animation style reminds me of the Iron Giant. It seems like there's no, like, actual voice lines in these cartoon clips that they're showing. Cops ain't there yet. Ooh, fish! The hell, I'm reminded of Garfield going on an underwater expedition in his tomato soup. I am reminded of several strips from Calvin and Hobbes of Calvin in the bathtub and the various sea monster attacks that went on there. And this just reminds me of the... Was it Boston where the marathon or whatever was bombed? Yeah, okay, this is...
The victim's name was Todd Williams,
so
an
interesting.
unemployed man from Corktown. According to initial reports, he was shot by his android.
Yeah,
and
subtitles on top of
400.
moving text.
The android fled the scene, and a police search is now in progress.
Public opinion is already hostile, and we haven't even gotten Markus to Jericho yet, for Christ's sake.
You had no choice. He would have killed me if you hadn't stopped him.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? We have nowhere to go. And the police are looking for us now.
Well, if you were a human child, I would take you to them so they could find your family. Contact Android.
Do you have any family? Anyone who could help us?
Anyone who isn't a fucking drug
Who's
addict
just Dad?
shithead?
That android yesterday, he gave me an address. He said we could get help there. Could be worth a try.
Could really be worth avoiding if not for Luther. Moving.
We can't change the past, Alice. But we can decide the future. We're gonna pull through, and soon all this will just be a bad memory.
Yay.
Finish getting ready. I'll go out and find some food for you, and then we can get going.
So ridiculous that these news reports actually affect public opinion, but if you don't see them, like if you're in the squat or in the car and you don't see the news report, then it's like nobody sees them, and public opinion isn't affected by them at all, which is fucking dumb. Read the magazine. And oop, there's the Popo. Seriously, that is a dumb fucking nickname for cops.
Lieutenant Anderson, Detroit Police.
Just reminds me of that same character from Dragon Ball Z.
Store down the road last night. You seen anything?
An android? No, I don't take androids here.
Have you seen anyone that looks like this?
Fuck. I knew there was something weird about her. She came in last night. She was dressed normal, you know? There was no way I could tell.
Is it still here?
Yeah, probably. Room 28.
Thank you.
Nothing.
Ben, yeah, still at the motel. Sent some uniforms and cordon off the area. To his room now. You wait in the car.
Fuck you!
Out of the question. I'm coming with you.
Listen, I'm tired of you talking back to me. You're a machine, so shut the fuck up and do what I say.
All I want is to accomplish my mission. I'm sorry if that upsets you.
You want to see the end of your mission? Stop busting my fucking balls.
Pretty sure he says that no matter what you pick. Pretty sure we also have a chance to spot her right here. At least once we get past these cars. It's like, move out of the way, Hank. It's like, oh, oh, oh. I let go of that too fucking fast.
Which way did it go?
That way. They're headed for the train station.
Why aren't you chasing them, you dumb fuck? You didn't even tell Hank what the fuck was going on.
They're over there!
I love that emphatic pointing.
Don't shoot! We need it alive!
Right, here comes the fun shit. All the circles and X's. They have like an actual well, climbed over the fence.
That's insane.
You! Jesus, does that always have to graze me?
Hey, where are you going?
I can't let them get away!
They won't. They'll never make it to the other side.
I can't take that chance!
Now you will get yourself killed! Do not go after him, Connor. That's an order.
Fuck you!
Connor! God damn it!
Oh, Jesus fucking... God almighty! Keep mashing until it goes away. God, those screams are such a fucking stock sound. Oh, God! Who am I fighting for here? Shit! That was me successfully pressing the goddamn button. Like, which one of them... Wow, and she's not even on the other side of the road. They just automatically get to the fucking train. Like, who would have died if I hadn't mashed circle there? Because I know if you fuck this up, one or both of them can... Well, Kara can die, Connor can die.
Are you okay?
I'm a little confused as to who mashing circle was actually pulling for. I think not mashing circle would have gotten Kara killed, and then you would have had to have pressed the last two buttons to keep Connor from getting killed. And of course, if Kara dies, Alice dies with her, and neither of them show up in the evidence locker. Which is bullshit! But it was a bullshit stunt they had to pull in order to keep you from finding out the wrong way, or the unintended way, that Alice was an android. Even though we just got to read a freaking magazine that was a dead goddamn giveaway. Cut and color hair. How is that unlock shit later? I mean, other than, like, changing your appearance for the rest of the game. White. Yeah, no red. They only give you up to 4 options on anything. Finish drawing the bath. Look at the thing. Look at... What did I miss? Look at the painting. Read the magazine. Look outside. There wasn't any yellow squares. It was like, change the channel more. What about reading? Oh, change the channel. So... what? Android in Canada. Was there a third magazine? There's an option there that I missed. Android in Canada. Cyber Wildlife. Huh. Well, that was in the parking lot. And I got everything there, so it's not a third magazine option. Because if it was, it would be here too. So being in the squat and being in the motel gives you something else. They might not even be the same thing. They might be totally different. The hell is that? That's from the squat. So, yeah, they might be totally unrelated. And they might just be dick around and do nothing. Or, let me think. Ralph Stuff, steal money, read leaflet, revive the fire, read the magazines. And then we had look outside, read the magazines, look at the painting. What the fuck does looking at the damn painting matter at all? And in the parking lot, some rusted scissors. Cut your hair, and then the 4 colors. Remove, find the burnt android. I don't think we're going to find any burnt androids in the motel. I'm pretty sure I would have noticed a burnt android in Ralph's house. Trunk, find a crowbar, find some clothes in the trunk. Check the neighborhood, police in the vicinity. Yeah, okay. So I'm not sure what that is or if it's related to the other missing option from the squat. But apparently there was a little more to do. Maybe wait for Alice? Follow Hank, check the door. Oh, yeah. Yeah, follow Hank, and that's going up with him to the room, investigating that. They're gone, and then boom, they're sneaking down the road. And then if they bugger that up, then we wind up right back there anyway. So this... towards our last known position. I'm guessing if you dick around and don't run after them, they just get away. Reach the fence in time. Okay. That's running down the street. I'm assuming if you just stand there and don't go after them, then they get away, you fail. And if you reach the cop, and then you're running down the alley to the fence, you stand there and dick around and don't get to them in time, then they get away. It's only if you get to the fence that we got to go through all this crap. Kara and Alice reach middle section, and if they don't, then they just straight up fucking die. Alice and Kara die on the highway, right there. That's what that is. And there's 4 different paths leading to it. Jesus. Hank orders Connor not to go. Connor obeys Hank. They get to the other side, and if they don't get to the other side, I'm dead. So we got to have Kara and... So, just for the highway, we got to have Kara and Alice fail and die on the first half of the highway. Have Connor agree not to go as Hank orders, and then they die on the second half of the highway. Or Connor goes after them. Connor doesn't reach the middle section. Connor doesn't reach the middle section, which means he's dead, which I think would lead to this one. So this is Kara and Alice die. This is Connor dies. I'm pretty sure this is, like, specific to Connor. Yeah. And then they can still die on the other half of the highway. So, this path is Connor doesn't get to the middle section. He dies. And then Alice and Kara get killed in the second part of the highway. And then they die, and Connor dies. So yeah, that's why that branches off to both of them, because that's when everyone dies. And then Kara and Alice cross the last section. Connor catches Kara. Oh shit. Kara loses Connor, or Kara doesn't lose Connor, in which case she did. And then Connor doesn't avoid the collision, in which case he's dead. So, yeah. All these different ways for everyone to die. Alice and Kara die, Connor dies, Kara and Alice reach the other side, and Connor doesn't die. So that's that.
Several sources report that CyberLife has provided Detroit police with a prototype detective android. Although police assistant androids have invested for several years...
Yeah, I found that interesting that a news report about Connor reduced public opinion on androids. And thanks to Kara actually getting to see the news report, now public opinion is already hostile, and Markus hasn't even made it to Jericho yet. And being that this is evil Connor, you know it's just going to get worse. We're going straight to hated and whatever may or may not be below it. If there's anything below hated, we're going to fucking hit it. Now for this part. Yeah.
They missed her. You spare some change?
Sorry, I'm not the one who held up the convenience store. It's like, dude, I just spent last night literally scavenging body parts from a fucking dumpster to put myself back together. I'm lucky to be alive. Don't even fucking ask me if I have any money.
She did. Yeah. I know. It's crazy, right?
We get a different magazine here. Yeah, on the run.
Sure. I'll talk to you later.
Thrilling chase today after police. Yeah, you have to avoid the highway chase scene. Wait a minute. No. It wasn't just the highway chase scene, because I, like, successfully snuck away from them last time. And we still got this magazine. I really wish I had stuck around to listen to the rest of that conversation. I know that guy's not going to help us.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Does that happen every time? I don't remember that happening before. Fuck, I don't care if the light's green. Bitch, you're going to stop for me anyway. Really don't understand how scanning hashtags generates new versions of new pictures of graffiti. Obstrude. Seriously, you'd think, considering that this is an absolutely mandatory part of the game, one of the game testers would have spotted it. It's literally impossible to complete the game without seeing that typo. So how the hell is it possible that that typo actually made it through every stage of this game's development to the final product? None of the game testers found this, and that's so dumb. I will say though, that is a beautiful shot, watching the beginning of his descent with the sunset in front of him. Yes, I want to look in this room. It's the one damn door that... Wait. Oh no, one of these doors opens. Oh, the door is already open, that's why. Someone didn't lock the door. Okay. I forgot how uninteresting this room is. Are you fucking kidding me? Don't get stuck in the door. Hey, North. She is really determined to be the scariest bitch on this boat. Ow, fuck. Well, it was certainly fun skipping through all that shit.
Welcome to Jericho.
Since there was literally nothing new for me to find there anymore, after just 2 playthroughs. course, it's a minimum of 2 playthroughs, considering that it has 3 different magazines. Not to mention all the dead androids I missed my first time through. Alright. Yeah, the pointless collapsing bridge, and then and then the beeline straight to the end. So let's see. Yeah, public opinion hostile, and it's only gonna get worse. So that's it for now. Next time we go to the nest, and yeah, I think for the first time, yeah, this is gonna be the first time that Connor actually abandons Hank. Yeah, we're going to have to eventually get into the failure states where I deliberately take the hardest path and fail each time just to see how long it takes for him to actually get away. But yeah, Connor finally got to go out into the highway. Kara and Alice finally got to spend the night in the hotel. And Markus got to do this section for a third fucking time. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.